Hi guys, surprise here, your local pothead expanding our universe, back with another video. Yeah. Ooh, happy new week. I just got a notification from Instagram like congratulations on sharing content for the past 4 weeks consecutively, and I'm like, wow. So makofi kwangu for sharing content for the past 4 weeks consecutively, like that's a whole month. I love when I'm usually in these flow states, and how I know I'm in flow state, especially with my creativity, is when I create more than I consume. So usually you'd find that when I'm not like creating as much, I am doom scrolling, like I am consuming. Nile yenye hadi inafika point niko TikTok tu, kazi ni kuswipe tu, hata sisikizi. Inafika point hata sisikizi na scroll to next nasikiza kiasi hivi. Of course, if it catches my attention, I watch for a while, but I know I'm in flow state again. I've already said it, so I'm just repeating what I've said. I know I'm in flow state when I'm like creating more than I consume, and I love that. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope June has started off well. Happy new month. Sometime last year, like last year I used to like do these things where every first of the month I used to post like let's say if it was the month of March, which represents authenticity, I would be like may you remain authentic to yourself. Then if it was April, may you always support yourself. If it was May, may you always think for yourself, So since it's June, may you feel your feelings deeply, may you immerse in them and get the keys to whatever they hold in your life. Yes, may you be able to dive into your emotions and not fear them, and use them to propel your life further. Yeah. Yeah, the sun is shining today. I can't even open my eyes fully. I'm squinting. Anyway, we love it. That's why we're outside. Yeah. And on today's video, this will be just like a yap session. All of them are yap sessions, but now this is like a yap session without like something that I'm trying to explain or anything, because I don't have anything in mind yet. So let's just get into it and go with the flow. Let's get into it. So I was just thinking, actually ilikuwa jana jioni I was taking a walk with my friend, and then we met up with like, how you can know when people are like high schoolers. Yeah, so I met up with not met up like ati they're my friends, but ile natembea kwa barabara alafu nikaona wase, niko like kwani watoto wanafanya nini nyumbani, you can just know. And my friend was like, si ni issue ya kuchoma mashule ndio imefanya wako home. And I was like, oh yeah, like it's not that I'm not aware, but when you when it okay, whatever you put your focus on, that is what will manifest. So I tend to stay away from like mainstream media and the news. Like I usually know what's happening. I'm usually up to date with what is happening, but I just stay away from it, because yeah, everything is fiending for your focus in this world. Everything is looking to get your focus, your attention. And once your attention, like how you spend your attention, how you spend your focus, is how your life turns out basically. So I just feel like this is something that many people say. Mainstream media, especially the news, is meant to like, oh, there's a squirrel. It's been a while since I saw a squirrel. Ooh, I don't know where it's going. Amesimama. I don't know if... I usually don't want to move my camera, but I don't know. If it passes near here, I will actually move the camera and let you guys see. Okay, yeah, inapitia mbali. What was I saying? I was just saying the way everything is fiending for your attention, everything is fiending for your focus. So yeah, anyway, my point on like watoi kuchoma shule. Yeah, so she told me that, and I was like, oh, so like many schools have, I know it's like almost, I don't know how many schools washachoma. So I was like, oh, so they decided to like send the kids home because of that. And it got me thinking, you guys know, I feel like if you've been here from the beginning, you know where I stand with boarding schools. I actually have 2 videos, boarding school part 1 Boarding School is Not a Real Place Part 1 and Boarding School is Not a Real Place Part 2, where I speak about like different experiences in boarding school. In part 1 I speak about like primary school, and then in part 2 I speak about high school. But in case you don't know my stance with boarding school, this is not to justify or to encourage the violence and the lack of responsibility for self and others that is going on amongst the students, but this is just to say my opinion. Colonialism came in with a lot of things, and as much as we are liberated, they still left a lot of their systems in place, and a lot of their systems are still in place which are still serving them. And the school education system, the school system, is one very obvious example. And I usually say, it's just not like my thought, but it's also from like books I've read. Just a minute, yeah. From like books I've read and all that, where the system is the same. The system is similar. School, work, prison, they are all similar. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know why points zangu za hiyo point zimekata points zangu za hiyo point. I don't know why, like, I'm not getting my words out about it, but they're similar, so it only makes sense that the students who don't know how to control their big emotions and the big things that are happening around them would resort to such violence. Yeah. And yeah, like, mi naeza sema tu boarding schools should not exist. yeah we can't. Imenikumbusha something. Oh my god, imenikumbusha something. I'm not blaming the parents, nor am I blaming the teachers entirely. I'm blaming the whole of society in its entirety. Like, it's everybody who's just sitting back and not doing anything about it, who's just sitting back and not listening to the children when they speak, and not giving them room to actually be self-expressive, expecting that everybody will fit in this one size of shoe, because I feel like that is what school is. The system, especially the system that we are in, especially. Okay, I'm not very conversant with CBC, but I expect that kwanza, I feel like kama ni venye sisi tulikuwa tu tunaenda shule like the whole time nini, if it's like that, then it's basically built on the same foundation, built on the same structure, just in a different way. And you can't expect like everybody to fit in one shoe size. Sindio, even the clouds in the sky are not like the same shape. Yeah, even the trees, when they grow, they don't grow in the same exact manner. Everything is unique in its own way. And I feel like the education system expects to place students into one box, and all of them should fit that box. And if you don't fit it, it is automatically it is an automatic indication that you are not fit for, I don't know, whatever they think. And that can be frustrating because we're not the same. We don't even learn things at the same speed. Such things, like, it's just frustrating, especially as a teenager, not being able to express yourself and being put in a system such as that. That is all I would say. But mi naeza sema, I don't know. That is why I usually, I don't know for real, but that is why I usually call for us to building our own systems. Actually, we need our own systems that serve us. We need our own systems that nurture us. We need our own systems that actually cater to our needs, our different needs, Yeah, it's like a book I was reading. I never finished it. I think I'll get back to it. Blackroot Science. Even if you watch like hata kwa Boarding School is Not a Real Place, those videos, I kept referring to that book a lot. In that book, they talk about how the education system in like ancient Africa was like, the way people used to be taught according to their abilities, So you can't put somebody, let's even use like the elements. And Avatar, let's use Avatar The Last Airbender as an example. You can't expect an air nomad, unless they're the Avatar, right? You can't expect an air nomad to be able to bend fire the way somebody from the Fire Nation is able to bend it, unless they are taught, you can't. But sasa, I feel like school expects that nyinyi wote, you are all air nomads, no matter where you come from. That is what school does to you. Whether you come from the Earth Kingdom, whether you come from the Water Nation, once you get into school, you are all air nomads. Yeah, and it's unfortunate. So that is why me personally, I am really, really for us building systems that support us. And this is the time. This is the time. I won't get tired of saying it. This is the time. Kwa sababu we can all see. Hata hii Kenya yetu tu tunaweza ona, another thing that is ongoing that I haven't really like spoken about here on my channel. But I usually follow up and I do my due diligence to be an upright citizen of this country. So another thing yenye pia sijaweza kuiongelelea on this channel, but it's something that's close to my heart, ni everything tu yenye inafanyika in our country. Like, it's crazy. You can't even start I feel like it's even very unpredictable, and if we keep depending on these systems to protect us, they are not able to protect us. They're not built to protect us. They're not built to sustain us. Yeah. And how else would you be able to go about dealing with systems that are meant to oppress you? Let's say such as food and water and energy, like electricity and all. You would need to build communities where if one person plants maize, like this is something that will be very very much needed in the future. Kwanza hii future yenye tunaenda, hizi ma Vision 2030 and all that, New World Order nini, that's just a reality that we won't be able to escape. The only way we will be able to survive it is if we build sustainable communities amongst ourselves. Okay, it has reminded me of that sound on Instagram. We had to teach our kids at home because the world is run by I don't know what demonic nini who are putting, let's say we had to, okay, sijui hata kama nimeeleweka, but kuna hii sound Instagram inakwanga something about we had to, let's say, plant our own crops because the systems that are in place are putting chemicals on our crops and in our water. We had to dig boreholes and nini because it was like that. You get the drift here. So I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to speak out loud on things that you do not have very much control over. However, on a personal point, from a personal standpoint, from me personally, I know what I can do in order to achieve the kind of life that I desire for myself. Again, desired reality pia imekuwa ikikama up sana in my recent videos. Yeah. So it is up to me to realize that maybe this is the part that I would play if I was to be a member of a community, and now start building on those skills, start enhancing those skills for the better future. Yeah, but this is also just to call people to imagine we need to question everything we've been taught, especially as people of African descent, as Africans. Colonialism, slavery, all that did a number on us all, did a number on everything that we know, everything that our ancestors knew, everything that we know right now. It has changed a lot because of the kind of history that we Black people have. And up until we start questioning these systems that are in place, up until we start questioning this box that we have been put into. Imenikumbusha something. I don't know if you guys are watching From, but I'm currently very into From. It's a series. And I remember there's a place where I think it was Jade Jed was saying, they were in the bar, and that dude, the other dude who died, I can't remember his name, and they were talking about, it feels like we are, I don't know what principle they were talking about. It's like a principle, it's an actual like principle, scientific principle, where they were talking about, it's like you're being placed inside a box and you don't know whether you're dead or alive in that box, and you are struggling to get out of that box, you know. So the only reason as to hata nimekumbuka hiyo ni juu nilikuwa najaribu kusema, I feel like you can't just sit and wait for things to change. You can't just sit and wait for a savior. You need to understand the part that you play in the grand scheme of things, and you need to get to it, because a time is coming where if you're useless you won't have a place to go. Okay, yeah. Hii yote imekuwa triggered by watu wengi kuchoma shule, imagine. So I hope to like vitu zita get better. I don't know how better they will get, but the whole point of kids going to school and learning and nini is to be able to be equipped with skills, with experience, to be able to live in the real world. So at the moment, the best thing we can do is be able to guide them, be able to hear them out, be able to allow them to express themselves healthily, in healthy ways, of course, and also hold them responsible for the times that they make mistakes immediately, not like letting something grow. Which has reminded me, Pia, like someone had posted the way even Ted Bundy grew up like in a home, in actually a nice home, you know. So bad people do not just become bad people out of nowhere at once they've grown up. These signs and there's usually signs, especially like if you're a parent. I wouldn't be able to fully understand that, but if you're a parent, you know your child. So I feel like Pia, that is where parents come in. The responsibility of parents is to be able to, once you catch something in your child and you know that, and you feel deep down in your soul that that something needs to be nipped in the bud, do it. Don't ignore it, you know. Teaching our kids responsibility from a young age, responsibility of self and of others, so that they can be able to understand how to take care of others and how to take care of themselves, how to communicate, how to negotiate, you know. Yeah. Anyway. I don't have anything else to add on that. It's just calling upon us again to, you see that thing that you feel like you have to offer the world, keep working at it, because a time is coming. Actually, even not a time is coming, the time is now, where we are already in need of it. So keep working on it, and a time will come where you will see exactly why you're the one who had that gift, and exactly why you're the one who needed to provide said gifts and abilities and skills to the community. Yeah. Take care of yourselves. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go live the biggest life you can ever conjure up in your mind. Your local pothead out. Nana Bell, your local pothead out.